All right, here we go. Welcome everybody. This is our Q&A session for how to register for a virtual booth for the Online Recovery Festival. We have confirmed the dates now for September 26th, 27th, the last weekend of September. So we're going to wrap up the month with the ultimate statewide celebration. And I just love to report quickly that we have over 35 reservations for video spots. Here's Tom. Video spots on, I know, right, Patrick? Very good. So, and we've got a great editor coming on board. So we're really excited. Things are starting to align. And for this idea of a virtual booth, hi, Tom. We're going to go through step by step tonight. So in just a minute, I'm going to share my screen, but I'm going to kind of tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you where on the website to access, oh, hi, David. Where to access the booth registration link and where to access support documents in case you just forgot something or you want a little bit of a step-by-step rundown on how to do this. And then I am going to register for a booth. I also work for the LifeLink, and we need a booth. So I thought, let's go ahead and register for a booth tonight, and I'll just show you how I'm going to do it. And, you know, if there's any little funky glitches, this is going to be the first time, we'll go through it together. And things will, here's Lisa. Let me just get her on. And I don't want to share my screen right away in case a few more people jump on. Yeah. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
I just was taking everybody through what we're going to do tonight. It's just a step-by-step on how to register for a virtual booth. And I want to thank Lisa because thanks to her, we connected with Booth Central. That is our platform for this virtual event. And the great thing about it, and you'll see in just a minute when I show you the platform, is that our event will be broadcast. The recording will be broadcast on that page, and then attendees will be able to scroll through different booth categories, and they make it very easy, and they've done some special things for us because we have some special needs and ways that we want attendees to experience this. I just want to also mention that this event will be broadcast on Booth Central, but it'll also be broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. So we'll have multi-channels. We're really going to drive a lot of people to this event, in the thousands, we're thinking, thousands. That means you having a booth has the potential to connect with a lot of people. And you're going to see that you can target people in your own community because people will be able to just search for booths in Santa Fe or in Chimayo or Silver City or Albuquerque. So that's kind of an exciting new feature. So 5:05, let's go ahead and jump on sharing my screen. All right, so here is our website. And I'm ready to register for a booth. So I'm going to click on register for a booth. And booth registration is now open. So in a minute, I'm going to click on that to take us to our Booth Central online event platform that includes the exhibition hall where you register for your booth. But before we do that, I just want to make sure you see that on here is some support content. So this booth how-to step-by-step, I'm going to open that real quick and show you that you can always come back to this. This is exactly what we're going to go through today in real time, but this is it all broken down for you step-by-step. So if you have any questions, you can go to this first, and then if you still feel a little stuck, come to me, give me a call, email, whatever feels right for you. So that's on there. This is for our event only. So this is very specific for our recovery event. So let's see, register for booth. So we're back at our website. This is a fact sheet from Booth Central, and this is a video from Booth Central. I'm not going to go through that specifically right now because I want to get how we've customized our event and go right to our own page. Okay, any questions so far? I'm going to jump into, let's show you how to register. We're good? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and open a registration page. So basically, this is our event. Eventually, all of the booths will be tiled underneath down here during the live event. And there'll be categories that you can search and filter how to get to specific booths. And I won't get into that quite yet, but I'll show you what it'll look like after. Well, let me just show you right now. So here's another event that the company is hosting, Booth Central. And here's what a booth tile will look like eventually. You know, once you register and upload yours, they'll start populating on our event. This area here will change and customize to our event with filters on city and categories, so you can find, because I think we're going to have a lot of booths, attendees can find something more easily instead of scrolling through so many. I hope that makes sense. So just kind of hold on to questions if you've got them, but let me take you through this. Okay, so here's our event. It's a virtual event, so whenever you see copy around virtual event, it means the overall event, Stronger Together Online Recovery Festival. Now you have two options when you come to our event. You register as a guest, which just means you register as an attendee, like I just want to attend and watch the event on September 26th. But the most important thing for you folks interested in having a booth is you click apply for a booth. And before we do that, just know that there's, you know, great information here on what the event's about. Eventually there's going to be a really nice schedule here about when, you know, if you're submitting a video, when yours will be viewable. If you need to email me, you can use this little link here, and there's my phone number, and then a link to our website. So people can already sign up as a guest. You don't need to do that if you're doing a booth because you'll already be in the system. The important part about registering as a guest is you just get reminders, hey, the event's coming up in 2 days, or, you know, just to get the attendees excited. But even if you don't register, you can actually go to this page and watch the event. So, but that's how they've created their own template as this platform. So let's go ahead and apply for a booth. Hello again. So basically it's asking you to create an account. So I'm going to do eCarvellano at thelifelink.org. That's me. And this is the account I will use for my booth. So and I'm going to do my password that I always remember, and I'm going to log in. Oh, sorry. So I've already logged in a couple times, and I've already made one mistake. Don't have an account, join now. So it's kind of giving you this default where it thinks you've already logged in. I'm going to have to remind people that they actually have to go join now. And because I've already logged in, that pops up because it thinks I just want to log in again. But you will see this one first because you've never been on the site before. So you will see this first. Booths are vendors. They're not able to change this button for me, but booths are vendors. And that's all in the step-by-step. So you hit vendor. So now I get to go ahead and fill a new account because I've done this a couple times with different emails, but I've saved my LifeLink email for this particular process. All right, and then my email, eCarvellano I don't type very well under pressure. At the life link. Did it pop up? Maybe not. Okay. Password. Okay, here's where I don't really want to use the ones they're giving me because they're, I mean, I could because they're saved right on your computer and really saved, but I just need something that I know I'm gonna. Okay. Passwords must be identical, aren't they? 11. Oops, I shouldn't say it out loud. Unless you want to go into my account, which would be fine. Oh, there we go. Got them. They look alike now. I'm going to save that one. All right, so I've created my account. Now, here's the application. Yay. Now, there are a couple fields that are required. We'll go over that. And I want you to know that because you've already created an account, because I've already created a LifeLink account now, I can always just save this and go back to it. You don't have to figure this all out right away. You might have to go back and make more images or ask for some information. Or so it's already populated some of the credentials from my account. I'm not, let's see, I'm not going to fill out all of this right away. Well, maybe I will. Okay, thelifelink.org is the website. And I'm just going to go ahead and put my address for now because the way this happens is once you apply for a booth, it's got to be approved. So there's plenty of time to make changes. We could go back and forth. You know, there's plenty of time to make this right for everybody. So I'm going to, encourage people to jump on this as soon as they can. All right, then you get to kind of go ahead and do your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, because you want these to be populated in your booth. They're called, the booths are called vendor tiles in case you ever see that, but your booth will have all this kind of dynamic information for attendees. And you want that, right? You want to be able to show people how to connect with you. These two areas here, these permissions are required. You will not be able to register unless you give permission to us to use your images for promotions. I want to say, hey, Blue Cross Blue Shield has a booth, and give visuals and information from what you've submitted. And we need to be able to link to your webpage. So you got to give permission for that. So make sure you do those. It'll alert you if you don't. Now here's where you want to take some time to really think through how you want to present yourself to online attendees. Brief description. Blue Cross Blue Shield serves the community health of statewide New Mexico. Whatever your mission is, put that there. Then you get to start adding images. So before you even jump on here, you might want to consider getting your banners ready. 800 pixels by 480 deep. So wide by deep, 800 by 480. And you get to put several of them in here because they'll scroll through. For if an attendee clicks on your booth, you want to give them, especially the artists in the group, you get an opportunity to showcase and feature your artwork. You want to link to your website here. And so I'm just going to drag and drop. I'll go to the LifeLink. Let's see, let me just put our logo in here for now. Yeah. And then I'm going to put more images. I'll put our building image. I'll put our, clubhouse sign image. I'll put a lot of stuff that has to do with our services. Okay, so you might, I might go, I can't finish this all now. I'm going to save, and this is where I would save down here, and do that so that you don't lose what you've already done, and you can come back and update it because I might not have all the images ready. Maybe I'm going to put a link to my YouTube. I have a few YouTube videos for the LifeLink. Now, this is very important, and this is what they did for us special, because we want attendees to be able to find you according to a category or according to a city. So I'm going to, for the LifeLink, I'm going to pick, I'm a care provider, and I'm in Santa Fe. Now, let's consider like NMCal or maybe even Blue Cross Blue Shield. You're a care provider, but you might want to be a statewide organization because you serve all these cities and you don't want to just choose one. So we did put statewide organization in there. I'm going to go back to Santa Fe for the LifeLink. And then this could have just been populated as one because you can only get one booth under this account. $15. $15 is what Booth Central charges to host your virtual booth. So we are not making any money on this. We are just giving you the rate that they have required of us. And the money goes right to them. Say $15 is not manageable for you right now. It's just you don't have a credit card, something just, there's a block, let me know. We can try to we are making room for some scholarships, but $15 I hope is manageable for most people. But just in case, know that that is an option. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 here, save and continue. Oops, I must not have done something I'm supposed to do. Required fields. Let's see which ones. Oh, okay, so they want a description of the LifeLink. I'm just going to put that for now. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's see. That should do it. And really, this is just going to take me to a payment page now. And so then I'll go ahead and submit payment. I'm not going to do that right in the moment. But it's asking for, if you have a PayPal account or a credit card. I can save for later. So when you come back, I can continue my application here. But your screen's not going to go to this. You'll probably just go to the original screen of the event. If you have to search for our event, just put stronger. Oops. And search, and we'll come up. So because I'm still logged in, oops. Am I still logged in? It should. Yeah, I'm still logged in as the LifeLink, so it's just going right to my application when I hit the booth button. Okay, so what else can I tell you? Oh, this is kind of the most important part, really. Let's go back to this upcoming Boulder event. They're having a big bazaar. It's not going to, or it's already done. So let's say this is my, I'm the glass design at Vivo. When we are live and we're broadcasting our event in the top tile and people are seeing all the music and all the great videos, and they want to take a break and they're scrolling through all these booths, it'll say active on your booth if you are available to do live video chat with attendees. And we're going to either give you options when to be live or you're just going to show up live. I've got to get my head wrapped around that so you're clear when to be available over those 2 days. And we'll have a lot of communication about that. I attended an event a few weeks ago here, and you basically just hit this little camera and you pop up and can talk. So if Russ is available for live chat at 12 p.m. on Saturday during the event because he really wants to be there right after his video just played, or whatever we're doing with Blue Cross Blue Shield, I can talk to him and say, how do I get involved? What can you do to support? Whatever, blah, blah. So there's an that's the key thing of why we're doing this is you have an opportunity to connect live with attendees.
Can you have more than one person that does that?
Yes. Yep. And you'll get all those, that kind of, I needed to get this launched. And the next layer or level is how to make sure you're available at your booth and how can I let attendees know when you're available. There'll be some forms to fill out and such. Yeah,
I think it's up to 5, Russ.
What was that?
Up to 5 people can be there in your booth at the same time on video with you.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Thanks,
And,
Tom.
there'll be an internal team. See, there's a chat here. So our broadcast, our video will be broadcasting here, and it'll be bigger, and people can, you know, enlarge the screen if they want, but they'd have to escape that to see the booths. And throughout the broadcast, we'll say, check out the you know, booths. And if we just showed the Blue Cross Blue Shield video or the Santa Fe community video, then we'll make sure we do a call to action for those specific booths. But people can chat right here. And between me and whoever else I can get on board, we'll be able to answer questions for people as they're viewing the event or looking for a booth or any and all of the above. So again, very important that you you know, make sure in this section you pick your categories. So here's what it's going to look like. Again, this is just that step-by-step instruction page I have. You choose, am I an artist, a musician, a care provider? What city am I in? So those are ways for folks to find you specifically, because I think our event is going to be very robust with participants in the virtual booth exhibition hall area and thousands of attendees that we want to manage for them to find what they need. All right. I'm going to open it up for questions. Tom, are you figuring something out there?
Oh, I'm just listening, trying to figure out what we're going to put on our booth.
Gotcha. Okay. You know, my next step in this event production timeline is to send emails out to everybody who's reserved space for video and trying to make sure we connect video content with booth information. So it's going to be exciting to make this all work for everybody, all constituents. And we're learning as we're going, but it's coming together.
Really good. And thank you for recording this. And I hope you'll post it.
Yep.
So that we can blast it out with an email and people can look when they want to go register for their booths. Especially for the communities are going to have people who get booths as part of the community videos.
Yes, very good.
And this works the same way for artists and musicians?
Yep, it's the same process. Basically, the only difference is they have to pick the right category, what city they want to be associated with, or maybe they want to be statewide, which is fine too. And then they just, you know, whatever images they want to showcase, their website. And you want to, artists and musicians who want to sell their goods, want to be very specific on where to send people to buy things. So if it's a Bandcamp or a CD Baby website, you won't be able to take money on this site, but you can make sure to connect and send people to where they can buy your artwork and such. And we do have a YouTube channel now, so I will be uploading this much more easily now that I have a place to put it.
Oh, and I saw the hours were 10 to 6. Theoretically, we could have somebody manning the booth the whole time, correct?
That's right. That's right. You know, and I'll be clear on the functionality of what it means to maybe there's an alert or something. You get a text or an email like somebody's trying to video chat, but you might not be live in the moment. So that'll be our next, here's, you know, how to represent your booth and be available. 10 to 6 sounds, and I have a feeling we're going to nail those times, but we have a lot of content right now. So, it'll be fine, but yeah, 10 to 6 feels manageable for the booths especially. What other questions are arising?
What about what kind of content are you looking at for the videos?
Okay, let's talk about the videos for a moment. So let me take you back to submit a video. So on the website, video content submissions, and it could be a recovery story, your recovery story. It could be as simple as me. Where's my phone's not right here. Setting up my phone and talking about my own process, and keeping it not real long, a couple minutes of what your story is. So that's a potential. You could write and read a poem that you've written around your recovery journey, how you celebrate recovery. Play a music video. We have a music video down here by Jovan, and you can see, if you play it, he talks about his recovery journey. He sings a song, and then he talks about why that song gives him strength. So that's kind of a nice template if you're going to do a song. You might want to interview someone in recovery, or a story from a family member. But it's not limited to this. You could do a panel discussion. You could do a little training. Like I'm going to probably do a little meditation on how going into my inner world and regulating my mind really helps me not go to my addictive coping skills. It keeps me in this beautiful path of recovery. So videos must be in good taste, of course. And we do want you to be careful not to do any copywriting around songs that are copyrighted. Like, you don't want like a Bon Jovi song, because, unless you've gotten some rights to it, which would be really hard. So does that answer your question?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you.
Sure. So right now, we're asking you to reserve space. Click here to reserve your space, and there's a form you fill out. And then we want your video by the 28th. And I'd say by this time next week or way before, I'm going to have very specific directions on how to send me your video. I'm working with a video editor right now, and we're kind of figuring out the best thing for he and I to make this work. Oh,
Elizabeth?
I can see where I didn't finish something on the website. I got to go back to that. Yeah, Tom.
Care agencies and providers could also do a video describing, the services they provide or the successes of the people they've treated in terms of getting into recovery or something like that. So there can be public information value. The key thing is everything has to be structured around some element of supporting people in recovery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, before I do my video, I'm going to go to this link, 7 ways to get professional quality video from your smartphone. And it talks about lighting and sound and, making sure you're not outside with wind. And so be sure to look at that if you're recording your own video.
I have a question about video stuff. Are we, if you can have a video in the booth and submit that same video for broadcast essentially?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Good catch on that. Let's see. So Lisa's basically saying here in the application, and I think I just kind of skipped over it, but you can submit a video. Didn't they ask you? Please provide a link. Yeah, oh, I did talk about that a little bit. Yes, so the link to the video in your booth could be the same. That's a great idea too. I mean, my LifeLink video, will be on YouTube, and I want to make sure it's on here.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's where it would go. All right.
Yeah, I would just put the link there. That's why, you you can't just upload a video MP4 file. It has to live somewhere and be served somewhere, which is why we now have a Recovery Communities YouTube channel. So it's just easy to link.
Okay. So you could have it in your own YouTube channel, or when you submit it to you, it would be to the Stronger Together channel.
Yeah, that's a good clarification though, Lisa. When you submit your video to me, it's got to be a file.
Yeah, right. But
Like,
it
download from YouTube.
file, but not a YouTube link, but the actual MP4 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we could download it from YouTube, but we don't want the extra work. So yeah, you would give us a file, and we're going to have you probably send it to my Dropbox account. I just got to figure out how to do that.
Okay. Dropbox is a whole nother challenge, but yeah.
Did you say Dropbox is a whole nother challenge?
Yeah, it's just a matter of if somebody puts stuff, you have to, the Dropbox thing, unless you pay extra money, it duplicates everything that you've got in your Dropbox folder on your hard drive. And everybody who has that link has to deal with it.
I know this very well. I do pay for a big professional account, but I don't want it syncing with all my devices. So I got to spend a day figuring that out before I unleash this.
Right. It's a challenge, but if you've paid the extra money, then you can protect some devices. So you've got a choice on that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Thank you for.
I've had to deal with that too. So, and not everybody liked, using Dropbox because they didn't want to lose all that hard drive space, Anyway.
Yeah. Cool. All right. What else out there? Lou, do you feel like you got what you needed?
Absolutely, and I am going to go home and register.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Thank you.
Just know you.
Question on the videos. Is there a length that we're restricted to?
There is not a length. We just want you to be reasonable around what you think will hold people's attention.
A couple hours is all right.
Yeah. Well,
Just kidding.
3 and 4 hours, and I'm calling them tomorrow and talking about that. Why would they want? Yeah. Just be reasonable, and we can talk about it. We don't want to squash anybody's vision or creativity, but we also want it to be dynamic and engaging and holding people's attention as much as possible.
Yeah, Russell, all you got to do is be thrilling and it'll be fine.
Just nothing more interesting than insurance companies.
Insurance companies are thrilling, Lisa. I just go to work with joy in my heart every day.
I believe that, Russ.
During intermissions in the show and stuff, are you going to go and have some booth activity edited in, or does everybody just have to go to the booths in order to find out what's at the booths? How do you know what that's going to look like yet, or not?
Oh, that's interesting. It sounds like what you're saying is, can we have something in the show that shows the booths just to be enticing? Is that what you're saying, or?
Well, the way I have this kind of imagined is like a kind of a news show or a variety show where you're going and you're having these different presentations of talent or stories, and in between them you could interlace a booth or introduce a booth or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's or if everybody has to go and look for their specific booth on their own, like we would physically have to walk into the booth room.
Yeah.
Since we can't.
Yeah. No, so we do want you to navigate a little bit, and that's why we've created the filters so that if you just want the booths in Albuquerque, then you can at least just go search that Albuquerque page. And you know, it wants to be kind of an exploratory thing to navigate because you never know what you'll find. And I hear what you're saying about we'll promote some booths during the broadcast, especially with folks who, you know, got the videos. We're going to want to say, hey, check out their booth, blah, blah, blah.
Well, and in fact, I think we want to encourage people who are doing food videos to, if you have a booth linked to your video, to mention the booth. I mean, you've got an opportunity to let people know about your other avenues or other channels on the event. And then in addition to that, as Elizabeth said, maybe we can do some commercials in between some of the videos where we, you know, just have announcements of different booths. Elizabeth, were we able to put a banner across the screen with announcements, or was the banner not part of this site?
Oh, like where a banner.
You know, like CNN or something that always runs a banner across the bottom of the screen about breaking news.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it won't be live. It'll have to be in the recorded, edited version. But we are definitely doing a lot of animation, a lot of call to actions, titles. So it'll feel like it's dynamic. Yeah.
Okay, so we could direct people toward booths from those different ones as long as we knew the time the booths were going to be open, because it'd all have to be pre-recorded.
Yeah. Gosh, I wonder if I should put, like, what time do you want to be available in this form?
That's like a really good plan to me. That way you could advertise. You could even have a list of who is active, whose booth is open
Yes.
in one time.
That's a good idea. Let me see. They've been so kind to kind of do a lot of custom stuff for us. So let me see how much more leverage I have here.
It would make more sense, not so much on the Booth Central site, but if whatever it is that you're streaming could have that. Go to you know, this Booth Central site thing for, you know, so that you can see these booths, but it's so that the people who are watching on Facebook or watching on YouTube would be then directed to go check out this other interesting content and go talk to these people.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd rather do it on the front end than have to go back and communicate with people. Okay. Yay.
I love giving other people work to do. I'm sorry.
You've been so good. No, I appreciate your vision. Okay, what else? Anything else? I'm gonna.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to this production when it starts, and do we pick the individual performances, or they're all gonna be lined up and playing? It's all gonna be an edited video by then, right? The performances part.
It is for sure going to be an edited video by then, and we will publicize the schedule on here.
Uh-huh.
The event schedule that'll be much more detailed for each day, and it'll be on the website as well, so people can, you know, if they watch the whole thing, but they want to make sure they see the Albuquerque section or Silver City or whatever, then they tune in then. And this will live on. So, you know, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be on our Facebook page, our website, you know, for however long these exist. Because if you don't get to see it in its live broadcast, it'll be available later as well.
So is there going to be there's not going to be an MC or anything that says anything about the next act coming up? That's all going to be on the video already?
There will
Or do you know?
There will be an MC, and we're going to record all those. You know, once we see all of our content, then we'll work with an MC. Hint, hint, MG. Okay, what else? I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see everybody at once. All right. Thank you, everyone. Kathy, are you good? Do you have anything? Yep, you're good. Christy, anything from your end that you need clarification on, or? Okay, good. Chris, you're good. Patrick?
Okay, so I wanted to say that I have television production experience, and is there anything that you may need from me here in Albuquerque to help with this? It's with the production side of this, or you can point that out to the production company if you wish.
I will. I will. He is getting a team together, so thank you.
Okay, if they need to get a sound bite or something like that or whatever, I don't know, from here.
Oh,
And
really?
you got
Okay.
whatever you
Yeah.
can think of. Thank you.
Yay. All right, everybody. It's like 9.
Thank you for today.
Good job, Elizabeth.
All right, good job, everybody. Kathy,
Fabulous. Thank you, Elizabeth. This is
Thanks,
really
Elizabeth.
interesting.
Elizabeth, thank you.
This is really helpful to kind of clear up in my own mind what we're talking about. So
excellent, Lisa. That means a lot because I know, you kind of got us in this direction, which again, I'm grateful for. So I'm happy it's coming together.
yeah, it's impressive. I think you've done a whole lot of really good work. So
Well, yay. Well, thanks for the inspiration from all of you. Okay.
And did you see, I put something in the chat for you, Elizabeth.
You did? Oh. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, yay. Uh-huh. Yeah, I wish Natalie was here tonight. We're gonna, as she makes her way onto her next job at Santa Fe Recovery. She's been such a huge person in making this happen. Like, wow.
And really been the driving force behind the recovery events for all these years. She's going to be a huge, huge loss for behavioral health.
Yeah. And her presence will still be with us around this stuff. So I know she wanted to be on this call, but I'm sure she's busy since this is her last day at BHSD. Well, yeah,
She didn't leave the office until after I did. So, yeah.
Well, lots of love to her and appreciation. And is Tom still on? No. Tom and Wendy, of course, have been kind of the folks that are giving me my missives. All right.
Wendy was on the call with us earlier, so on the Zoom meeting for the cast.
Oh, behavioral, Christy, thank you. All right, glad you were here. So yeah, so Kathy basically is our new contact for BHSD for now. And did you do this? Oh, you just did it to me. So yeah, I want to talk to you about getting our subcommittees back and going next week. So Jovan connected with me today, and Mark, I'm going to call you probably Monday. I take a big test tomorrow for my master's program so I can start seeing clients in September. So wish me luck. My head's about to explode.
Good luck.
Oh my Lord.
Well,
You'll do great.
Let's touch base on Monday then. Will that work for you to talk about the subs?
Absolutely. And Mark, be looking for a call from me. Okay, everybody.
Will do. Thank you.
Bye. Good luck on your test.
Gratitude to everyone.
You've got it.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Russ, so much. Okay, bye. Bye, David.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Patrick. Bye, Chris.
Later, guys. Be safe.
Elizabeth, how can we hook up next week?
Yeah, my head's going to be free, so you are on my list. Your 909 number is on the top of my list.
All right. Well, should I try to pursue, or you just want me to hang out?
Oh, just pursue. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Just trying to call.
when I hear it, but I've just been too overwhelmed this week.
I understand. Thank you very much.
All right, bye.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Okay, thank you too. Bye.
Bye now. Thanks.